ready.
Hello and welcome to another edition of Ask Captain Frank, where I go through the emails, texts, and stuff from my marine survey business and from my YouTube channel, and people just randomly calling me up, and I try to answer their questions and help them out. So today's question comes from a previous client, and during the survey of the boat that he was purchasing, I noted there was a through hull fitting below the waterline. It just had the through hull in the seacock and it was not being utilized, but it was not properly terminated or capped. You just had a hose cut off and it was just laying there like that, right? Which of course, if the through hole was to open, it would sink the boat, let water in and sink the boat. So his question to me was, what is the best way or the proper way to seal this through hole if you're not going to be using it? And that's the question that I got, and the answer I provided to him is coming up next. But before we do get started on that, please, if you like this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with all your friends and all the people we hate too. So back to the question, what's the best way to properly secure or terminate an open through hole that you're not going to utilize anymore? Well, the ideal solution, the best solution is, if you know you're not going to use this through hole anymore, is to remove it. Remove it and then seal it in with glass it over and seal it in, and that way you've got one less hole in your boat to worry about. If you think you're going to keep that through hole and maybe use it for a future system, add an air conditioner or whatever, raw water washdown pump intake, the best way to cap this thing is, and in the case of this boat, we're talking bronze through hole and a bronze seacock. So the best way to seal that would be to remove the tailpipe, which is the fitting that screws into the through hole. It's got a hose barb on it. That's what allows you to connect the hose to the seacock. It's called a tailpipe or a hose barb. You remove that, unscrew it, and then you get a marine grade bronze plug, and you screw it into your through hole, and there you go. It's properly capped. In this particular case, the owner was unable to remove the tailpipe. He was scared he was going to damage something. And so what I told him was, he asked me, how would you secure it if you had to have a hose on it? Well, my response was, well, if you've got to have the tailpipe with the hose on it, put a section of hose on it that's long enough to reach well above the water line, and then you secure that hose up, up in the hull, up in the gunnels, or wherever you can reach it up to, and then you secure it in place there, and you cap it or you plug it. And he asked me, well, can you use a tapered wooden plug, which is what you typically find around through holes and stuff, where people, if they have an emergency, they can jam this tapered wooden plug into the end of the hose. And that's not the way you want to do it, because it is tapered. And, even though you're going to put a couple of, you try to put some hose clamps and stuff on it, I still don't like, trying to hold that tapered plug into a cut off section of hose. So what I would do, if it were me, if you've got to have the hose, you don't want to remove the tailpipe and stuff, run the hose up, secure it, and at the end of it, find a bronze plug. You can find a plug that's the same diameter of the, the hose that you're trying to, cap. Put that bronze plug in there and secure it with a couple of hose clamps. Try to get it long enough where you push that in there, screw it in there, use hose clamps, and then secure it up well above the water line, and that should suffice. But again, in order of preference, the best way to secure a utilized through hole, remove it and fiberglass over it, or remove the tailpipe from the seacock and insert a bronze plug in there and cap it like that. And again, the third way, if you had to use a section of hose, run the section of hose up well above the water line, cap it with a bronze plug, or it's the same kind of plug you would use for the through hole. Just get one that fits it, or for the seacock, put it inside there, and secure it in there with a couple of good marine grade hose clamps. And that's the question for today. If you guys have any other questions and you want me to try to give a shot at answering them, please don't hesitate to email me through my channel, or my Marine Survey website address is captainfklanier.com. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if so, and you want to buy Captain Frank a cup of coffee, please click on the thanks button below this video. All tips received, not spent on coffee, will be used to improve my YouTube channel and create even more awesome videos.